we are going to do an SQ3R for respiration. All right, so open up textbooks to page 84 is going to be our respiration. And then we know if I'm going to do an SQ3R, top left, so the first S with our SQ3R is to do what? We're going to scan or we're going to survey our situation. All right, so I'm on page 84. All right, so words that we see on page 84. What? Respiratory system, big bolded titles, upper respiratory tract, and then we cannot forget our figures, right? So we do also have this figure down here. All right, moving on, page 85. Lower respiratory tract. Critical concept. Ooh, I got my critical concept box. What else? Thorax. Inspiration. Exchange of gases. Expiration. Control of breathing. Did that cover everything? Inspiration, expiration, amendment? Yeah. All right, next page. And we have our critical concept. All right. Do I have anything on this page? Just digestive system. Am I going to read about the digestive system right now? Nope, don't care about it. Okay, bye. All right. So that is my scanning is done. My next piece is a question. So now I'm going to create my questions. All right. So respiratory system. What do I want to know about my respiratory system? What do I want to know about my respiratory system? All right, so what is the primary function of the respiratory system? All right, so what is the primary function of the respiratory system? Do we know what's like organs are in it? Okay, so maybe do we want to know? Sure. Okay. So what organs are involved? What organs are involved in the respiratory system? Any other questions for this topic? All right. I think 2 is pretty good. We have the primary function, what organ. All right, upper respiratory tract. I didn't even know there was an upper respiratory tract? Like what? Okay, so maybe why is there an upper respiratory tract? So this is where asking questions is important and becomes difficult, right? Because when we don't know something, then we just like go blank. But then this is that opportunity to actually ask about it. Well, why am I going blank? Well, because I have no idea what an upper respiratory tract is. No idea why there is one. I don't even know like what makes up an upper respiratory tract. So those are all things then that you want to jot down and ask because then you can find those out. All right, so why is there an upper respiratory tract? What makes up the upper respiratory tract? Lower respiratory tract. What can I ask about the lower? Where is it? right? So compare and contrast. You can draw a Venn diagram if you want to. Or I can put what's the similarities and differences. Because that's all compare and contrast is, right? It's just similarities and differences. Critical concept. So I just want to ask, what's the critical concept when it comes to respiration? Okay. You can reword this however you want. Now we have respiration or respiratory mechanism. What's the thorax? Cool. How do the mechanisms work together? Okay. You have to channel your 5-year-old self when you're doing these, right? Remember when you used to ask all of the questions? Channel that. So we asked what the thorax is. All right, inspiration. Ooh, what's the process? Love it. What's the process of inspiration? Anything else for inspiration? We're ready for gas exchange. What happens during gas exchange? Okay. What type of gases? Awesome, because if it was just oxygen, right, we'd just be like, oxygen exchange. But apparently it's not. There has to be some other gases in there if we're just doing a general term. We have expiration. Do I want to borrow from what I already had about inspiration? Can I use that same question? Absolutely. All right, so what was my question about inspiration? What is the process of inspiration? So I can ask then, what is the process of expiration? And then control of breathing. Can I just flip these two words and make a question? Absolutely, I can flip these two words. So how would I do it? How is breathing controlled? There we go. Now, if I want to make sure that I'm in depth here, I may say, salud, not just how is breathing controlled, but I can say what? How can I make sure I dig deep into it? What controls breathing? What I can do like a one-worded answer. What was that P word we used earlier? The process. Okay. So describe the process used to control breathing. I could do describe the process. I can say summarize how you control breathing. I could even say summarize breathing. Any of those would work. Because that'll get you to dig in a little bit deeper, yeah?
We're all set. Now go ahead and read your section and answer your questions, and don't forget to review it.